Mike is a member of La Voz De Oro. Did I say that right?
La Voz De Oro.
La Voz De Oro. For 2 years. They meet every other Wednesday in Phoenix at the Banner Samaritan Hospital. They are the only bilingual Toastmasters club in Arizona. And Mike is accompanied by his parents today, which you've already met, Richard and Peggy, who have come in to see him speak. His mother was a Toastmaster of 12 years, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And her father, a professor in Washington, D.C., is that correct?
Correct.
All right. The title of Mike's speech today is All That Twitters. Everybody please help me welcome Mike.
My wife Janet and I have what I think most would say is good communication. Our parents each just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversaries. They have good communication, as do, I'm certain, the families of so many of you here today. Welcome, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, friends and family. Family. You know, the need for effective family communications hasn't waned over the years. It's the manner of such that has changed drastically, and I intend to illustrate. Now, high-tech communications a generation or so ago likely included Kodachrome and airmail. It'll be in color and you'll have it next week. But good family communications was then what it still should be today. And that is, of course, seeing one another and talking face to face. Now here I stand decades later, working for a company that designs a product called Unified Communicator. With it, you can forward your home phone to your work phone to your cell phone to your email. Here's what I've learned. This product and those similar to it are really best suited for those that never want to be reached, at least not directly. I've learned that I can now avoid direct verbal contact with all of my coworkers, my boss, my in-laws, my parents, even my wife. Now, Dan, can you see me?
Yes.
Is this real time?
I think so.
Could you read my eyes and my brows, my smiles and frowns?
Yes.
And can I see in you the same?
I think so.
Welcome, Toastmasters, to a dying form of communication. Why would I even call my wife today when I have email and Twitter and Vmail and, of course, Unified Communicator? Now, I'm just kidding, of course, about not calling my wife. There's no substitute for the kindness and comfort in hearing her voice. So I called her yesterday. She doesn't answer, of course. I mean, why bother? Instead, I hear this digital message that tells me to go read our wall. Who knows what I'm talking about? A wall is a Facebook thing. You put pictures up and people come virtually by and scribble messages. It's electronic graffiti is what it is. And it, too, is destroying the need for direct communications. Now, I learned from our 13-year-old that you can poke in Facebook. And you twit or you tweet with Twitter and you blog on blogs. You could upload a JPEG or stream an MPEG or simply post to a virtual server somewhere. That would be a post to a ghost host. So let's see. Instead of calling my wife this afternoon to say hello, I could email, Vmail, IM, text, twit, blog, chirp, stream, tag, bounce, poke, or post. And those are just the verbs, 2 of which I think are still misdemeanors in Wyoming. Or, to make use of the noun, I could send or leave a comment, an IM, a text, a vid, a gif, a tiff, or a tweet. Some of them overlap, so be careful. Be careful when you twit your tweets and blog your blogs, because I can block your blogs and delete your tweets. I can scan for spam and drag your tag straight to the recycle bin, and I have one. It's in the basement. It handles my erasement. It's sort of a you decide incinerator. I programmed it with my Unified Communicator. So it seems today, between my wife and me, I could leave a wicked Twitter widget on the sidebar of a blog, or I could click to Flickr pictures that will link me to a log. I can I am busy if the internet is clogged, or I can stream a steamy video from Slovakia or Prague. If I transition my position from in service into Rome, she can beat me with a meet me on what time I should be home. I can Twitter that I'm bitter that she won't pick up the phone since she poked some folk in Holyoke. What's up with Lindsay Lohan? Or in contrast, I could podcast that I'll soon be on my way. Or I can route I doubt the bailout will help us out today. I can append the send that in the end offended Auntie Alice. Or mute the brute who scoops salutes, the miracle of Cialis. I can reach a beach in Pompano and see what they can see. I can wager from a pager or an iPhone or a Wii. I could bet on Luella to win the Quinella from one of my accounts. Or double-click the Daily Double at Tipperary Downs. But it's inconvenient. You can't be lenient when it comes to Trojans and bugs. In case you're invaded, you're highly persuaded to put your system on drugs. Why, a worm left a germ on a stage of a page of my grandmother's family wall. It knocked out of kilter the filter I built her, and dissed the pics of her quilts and all. I can lift the gift my wife left me on the iPhone yesterday. I can reply that I deny that I uploaded it today. To observe her on a server that can animate her bum. A click will make it wiggle like it did when we were young. So, like I said, I think most would say my wife and I have good communications, but I can't be certain, you see. I haven't actually spoken to her in days, Mr. Toastmaster.